So guys, what's going on? Got another deck profile for you. Absolutely buzzing to show this one because one, the artworks are fucking insane. I love like the Fallen of Albaz, the Dogmatica, the Despia stuff. I think they all look amazing. They look so cool, and I'm buzzing that they finally have enough support that the deck is kind of viable. Yes, I am playing pure. I'm not playing with Dark Lords. I'm not playing with Shadow. I'm not playing with Invoked. It is Despia, Fallen Albaz. I've got a little tech in there that's pretty nice that you can, basically this deck, you set up a small amount at the beginning of your turn to play on your opponent's turn. Please give this video a like. It really helps with the algorithm just to get things out there and so you guys can see a bit more. I did try to video stuff when I went to locals to play this deck. I actually grinded with a hero player for 40 minutes. They just could not OTK me because I could just keep grinding and grinding and grinding. We only played one game, which was crazy. But yeah, this deck is very, very good. Unfortunately, it didn't work because Apple, like, if anyone from Apple is watching this, you guys suck. Your products are shit, man. Like, nothing works. It just stopped recording, so unfortunately, it didn't work. But yeah, here we go, guys. Let's just get into it. So first off, I'm playing 3 Aluba, the Jester of Despia. So this card, when it's normal or special summoned, you could add a branded spell or trap. It does say Despia, but that's because in Europe we've got misprinted cards, but it's branded spells or traps from your deck to your hand, which is pretty good. And when it's in the graveyard, if a fusion monster I control or you control leaves the field because of a card effect or it's destroyed by battle, you can target one of your opponent's monsters, special summon this, and then negate it, which is very good because then obviously you can negate your opponent's monster. So 3 of those, mandatory to play 3 in my opinion. I tried 2, and the deck is so grindy, you just have to max out, in my opinion. I've seen people play this at like 1 and 2, but this card is crazy. Like this and Despian and branded opening is full combo, I guess, because obviously you ditch this off branded opening. This will add you Dramaturge. You'll special summon Luba from your branded opening, and Luba will get you the field spell that fusions, and this will get you obviously, like I just said, the Dramaturge, and then obviously this and Dramaturge is turn all your monsters 0 and then a negate, and then obviously this is a negate as well. So very, very good that way. I did find that this deck is kind of, it's not great against, I played against Cosmotown, and obviously they don't really use their extra deck, so it wasn't great against them. I still won, but it wasn't like it was grindy. It was only because I can summon big monsters as well. But this card honestly is so good, and obviously you can banish it just to set another branded opening, or I'm sure you'd be able to set your field spell if someone got rid of it. So then, we only played 2 Dramaturge because this is a brick. I do think this one is a brick. It is so good. It is very, very strong. This is kind of like the imperm if a extra deck monster special summoned, it's an imperm. I don't know, I'd like to play against Droitron to see how this is, because obviously they're ritual summons, so these are kind of fucking useless. But yeah, we'll see. Obviously I can negate the Fafnir, the Mubei Fafnir. So yeah, but when this is special summoned, because you can special summon this if it was used for fusion, that's even if it gets banished. So this deck can actually play Shifter, and I did have Shifter in my side. There will be another deck profile coming soon, because I've been working on something else after this. Like, it's all about adjusting, see what works, see what doesn't work, and then. But yeah, this card, you don't want to draw it, you want to be able to search it. Drawing it doesn't matter because obviously you can use it for fusion, but again, you don't want to draw multiples of it. Then, absolute broken card. This card is so good. I see people play Super Poly and then maybe like one of these, but I played one of these with a little Shadow engine when I first played the deck. And the problem with that is I found myself always wanting more, yeah? Like, I always wanted another one at least, so I maxed out 3, and this card is fucking broken. And the reason this card is so good is because a lot of cards are light, and this card is broken. We'll get to it at the end, but that card is insane. And obviously you summon this because essentially they can't be over this, because you just use the effect to make everything 0. I'll get into that later. And then they'll have to get rid of it with a effect. And then you just summon Fall of Valbaz, and then you discard something. So like you could discard your Tragedy, and then fusion summon their stuff away, and then Tragedy will get you an ad. Like, the synergy is unbelievable, guys, honestly. And again, look how cool this card looks, man. I can't wait. There's a deck coming out with this. The OCG again at first, obviously, but there's a structure deck coming out. I cannot wait for that. I might do a whole like series around just that card, like kind of like Pax Boab or something like that. But yeah, sorry I'm rambling on a little bit, just trying to be in detail as I possibly can. I'm playing one of these, and like, partly, I don't know why, but it does get you access to either branded in white or screams that are branded. I think this will be a lot better when we get branded in red, which comes out in Burst of Destiny. I think this card will be a lot better, but at the moment, it's not the best, but it's here nonetheless, just for more access, and it's a high level to make some of your other fusions that are in your extra deck. Then of course, just generally, I have these in common and rares, but like, this card is actually so beautiful as a secret rare, so I had to do it. I had to get it. So beautiful, so nice. I think the artwork's really cool as well. But again, this, you can tribute summon this to bring out your Aluba. So again, it plays on your opponent's turn. If you like a Lord to banish this, or you're playing under Shifter or whatever, then obviously this is very good to get your other one from the graveyard. Just gets you more resources, and again, yeah, it's very, like, it's just a good way. Also gets you an interruption, so your normal add. I don't have Forbidden Droplets. This card would be fucking wild with Forbidden Droplets, so I was playing Chalice. But obviously normal, add Chalice, do your other plays because you don't need to normal with it. And then obviously in your opponent's turn you can tribute this for cost, and then summon your Aluba. If you brick and kind of only really get this as well, you can kind of make your opponent play into Gamma. So again, that is very good also. So 3 of those. Then I do play 2 Iris Sword Soul for a couple of reasons. So, first reason, guys, look how cool the card looks. Like, it's crazy. Another beautiful card. This works really well with Dramaturge. So, realistically, they summon something, you Dramaturge, negate, make it lose its effect. Then you can summon Aura Sword Soul. Aura Sword Soul then has an effect. If a monster is special summoned from the hand, you can special summon a monster from the hand. Then that could be your Fallen of Albas, and now you can super poly away their monster. Then you've got, if they special summon from the deck, you can draw 2 cards. If they summon from the extra deck, you can destroy a monster summoned from the extra deck. So this card is very good, very strong for that reason. So there's the synergy of why I play it. Also, it's a light, so you can make your Proskinion, because all the Despia stuff is dark. It's 25,000 attack, so you can make Titaniclad Ash Dragon when you use your Albion branded in white. And then again, it is also a high level, 2, 4, 6. It's a level 8, so you can go into rank 8s if you need to. So yeah, again, this card is very good. I was tempted. I rarely saw it when I was playing, so I actually think I might max this out. But I don't know, I need to find the space. Then for the rest of the hand traps, kind of, because Iris is kind of a hand trap, you obviously play 3 Ash Blossom and the Gamma package. Like, a lot of people normally play around this now, and that's not an issue, because if they do, you can just use it for fusion. Yeah, you can use it to fuse, and then also this is good because it's 2500 attack, so you can use that as well. Ash is just generic. If you don't want to play this, you can just play 3 Effect Veiler, because then again it has synergy and it's a light, so you just need to use a light hand trap just so you've got more options to go into your Proskinion. Now again, one of the best cards in the deck, branded opening. So discard a card, it's not cost, so it actually works. That's why this works really well with Shadows, because it's not cost. And then you can take one Despia monster, add it to your hand, or special summon it in defense position. You can only, it locks you into fusions, but it doesn't matter. It also protects your fusions, so you can like banish it to protect it, but realistically, you're not going to do that unless it's Proskinion. But yeah, again, this card is very, very good. Like this card and Tragedy, again, is like full board that you want with only 2 cards. I do play 2 Theatre. Obviously, you can get away with playing 1, but you just never know if someone's got some weird card that's going to banish it, and then you're kind of fucked. So playing 2 I think is fine, because then if you open it, you can search something else, like your Branded in White, or your Screams, or your Opening, just depends, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think 2 is the correct ratio. Like, people play 2 Invocation just in case something happens to 1. Play 2 of these. Play 2 of these, I think. Then of course, like I just shown, Branded in White. Obviously this is very good because it either just be a fusion, so in one game someone destroyed this, so I couldn't use it, but then I just added this from Aluga, and then obviously just carried on with my fusion plays there. He was pretty pissed off, I was pretty buzzing, so this is very good. And obviously you can then use this to banish fusion materials if you're using Fallen of Albaz, which is again very good. Then of course, Allure of Darkness is just free in this deck. So like Allure with, again, Tragedy, that's why it's so good, because Tragedy gets this effect if it's banished as well. So it's just free. We play loads and loads of darks, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, Allure is just very, very good in this deck. I don't play Prosperity because this deck can OTK, so I want to be able to do that if I decide to. So okay, and then moving on, from Allure of Darkness, we've got 2 triple Texas Tans. What can I say? Going first just ensures your plays, really. You can either draw more cards or just rip a card if you're just controlling and you have a broken hand. Or go on second, it helps you just break the board, just start stealing your opponent's shit. Then, like I mentioned before, 2 Forbidden Chalice. Obviously you're going to normal summon Witch is going to add you Forbidden Chalice. Obviously this is better if it's droplets, but I don't have droplets yet. I'm just going to wait for the next reprint, which is going to be in Brothers of Legend, because I'm not paying £70 for that card. Like, that's just absurd. It's so crazy how expensive that card is, even though it's had enough reprint. But yeah, I'll wait. I'm happy to wait. Chalice worked well. It done the same thing. I didn't have to discard anything, so I kept good card advantage. Because obviously all this stuff just floats and can keep going, just keep going. Sorry for the commons, it only has 1 ultra print in, and I wasn't around, I wasn't playing when that was. And then it has Mago, and that was like almost impossible to get, just couldn't find anyone with any. I've got them now, but I don't know if I'll play them because they're a bit thicker, so you end up drawing them more, and you don't really want to draw these. Then for the last one-offs of the spells, we've got 1 Gold Sarcophagus because you just banish your Tragedy, 1 Called By because you want your plays to go off, you want 1 Foolish Burial, again that's to send Tragedy, 1 Duster. My locals is a lot of back row, so if I do end up going second, I had the room, or this is 41 cards, so to just play that. And then we just play the 1 trap card, and that's Screams of the Branded. So Screams of the Branded is obviously very good. If they get rid of your fusion, you just flip this and bring your fusion back, and you'll be able to get the effect off your fusion if it's like Queritus. There you go, Queritus. So yeah, again, so that's it for the main deck. Again, performed very well. I am adjusting it. I have already found a better way to play it, which, like, you can take out the ashes and then there's more synergy with the dark and light stuff. Next, play 1 Proskinion and 2 Queritus. So I would play more Queritus, but I don't have it, but I would play 3 because in one of the games I did find myself needing a 3rd one. But obviously when Burst of Destiny comes out and the new card comes out, this will be obsolete. You'll probably only play 1 and then you'll max out of the other one. Proskinion is just difficult to make, so you only play it as a 1. Then the best card in the extra deck is Albion the Branded Dragon. So obviously when someone gets rid of your Queritus. So Queritus, you'll special summon your Fallen of Albaz, you'll fuse away, hopefully if they've got a low monster, you fuse away their low monster, make Albion the Branded, and then you'll banish stuff from your field to either make a second Queritus, or you can make like Titaniclad, which needs a 25,000 attack monster, so that is again your driver, which you can easily discard for your opening, or again your what is it? Your Dramaturge is 3k and your Sword Soul is 2.5. So again, that works well there. Then we've got Brigand, the Glory Dragon. So you can make this again, Sword Soul, Dramaturge, and then Fallen of Albaz that you just used to make this. Once Brigand, this would more be the super poly target if you need to. It's just in here as an option. It's not great, but again, you never know. You just don't know. I'm still testing, but at the moment, I've never seen a point where this has come up. Then we've got Starving Venom, just 2 dark monsters. I did make this once and my opponent shit his pants because he just did not expect it. It came out of nowhere. The first Dark Lord you can't make with this, but obviously it's in here for obvious reasons. It's a perfect extender. You can use 3 Dark Fairy monsters, and if one of them was Dramaturge, then you're ending with this Dramaturge. And then you can actually use this to special summon another Dark Fairy, and this is 4k, so like beat over it if you can. Then moving on, that's it for all the fusions. Obviously the lineup will change after Burst of Destiny because that set is going to be really good for this deck in particular. So we've got obviously a good OTK package. So some of my fields I would have like Queritus and Dramaturge. I use on my, like, your opponent can't do anything because you just outgrind them or you just annoy them. Then on your turn, use this effect to make everything 0. You overlay for Draglubion, and then you can obviously just go into the Numeron play and then OTK from there. So yeah, it comes in handy. It's very good. And if you are going second, going first, you could essentially just make Hope Harbinger if you want to be a bit more safe. But personally, I just use it for the OTK, and people don't expect it. You know, you're playing a fusion deck, you're playing that, they don't really know what it does. It's a new deck, so it catches people off guard. Then the last 2 cards, Blackluster Soldier, basically because it can't get targeted. You've got a lot of big monsters in here, and this can't get targeted, and then it is non-targeting banish. So this is actually a good way to out Dragoon. Then of course, we do have Player Omega. These 2 are flex spots. You can play whatever the fuck you want, really. You just gotta be wary that Branded Opening, which is the best card in the deck, your best starter card, locks you into fusions. So just be wary of that when you're trying to put stuff in. You could play like Link Rebo, because if your hand is really bad, then you can normal summon Tragedy, and then link it off and all that jazz. But like, if someone is stupid enough to like once they realize what this card does, they might ash it. Like I did have someone ash it, and then obviously I just Gamma, make this, and then you can just control the game from there, because you can just put stuff back from your banish pile. You can just keep ripping a card out of their hand every turn, so they're having to play with 1 less resource. And yeah, it just really helps you to outgrind your opponent. But guys, that's it for the deck profile. Again, very fun. I never thought I'd like a grindy deck like this, but it's amazing. It's actually so fun. You have to really know your opponent's deck as well as knowing your own. I did make mistakes, I'm not going to lie. I kept forgetting the effect of Aluba engraved to summon itself when my fusion left the field. I missed that like 3 times in one duel, and I would have won that duel if not for that. It was the 40-minute game against Dragonlink, against Hero, sorry. And then also I did forget that this has a banishing effect to protect your fusions. So yeah, on hindsight, like, it will be better, but you're still learning the deck. It will definitely get a lot better. And then just a little heads up, guys, just for something. Like I said, I'm already working on something else. This was in my side in the last locals, but I will be maining this, because we can play through it. You won't get the Aluba effect from your normal combo, but you'll get everything else. So yeah, Shifter can be played in this deck, and obviously it's better than Ash because it's a dark, so you can use it to fuse. And then again, Ash stops one card, this stops most people's turns. So again, absolutely broken, and I'm looking forward to showing you guys what I've worked on. But without further ado, guys, thanks for watching. Please hit that like button, help me with my algorithm. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.